What's good, everyone? My name is Hims, and we are starting to run out of rockets. That's right, it's finally time to get a creeper farm built in this world. But in last episode, we took on a huge task of finding some armor trim, some netherite upgrade templates, and a whole bunch of other 1.20 blocks. And yeah, doing all that exploring, it was super fun, but it definitely took a toll on my rocket stash. This is the last 20 rockets that I have. So in between episodes, I went ahead and gathered up some resources just to save you guys the trouble. And I'm pretty confident that we have everything that we need to build the creeper farm. But before we build the creeper farm, there is actually something very important that we have to do. If we come into my giant storage dome, you will see that I have multiple things labeled. And this last chest right here is going to be where all the gunpowder is stored. Well, I definitely want a way to transport the gunpowder from the creeper farm, which is going to be right there on that pink stick. I want a way to transfer that all the way over here to the storage dome to categorize it in these chests. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and bust into this dome really quick. Okay, so here's the row of chests, and what I want to do is go ahead and just put hoppers down behind these chests, stacked one on top of the other, and let's go ahead and just build it up a little bit like this as well. Now we're going to go ahead and just surround this hopper with glass, and now we can start putting down this blue ice right here, which is just going to speed up how fast the items get to the chest right here. Of course, we don't want them despawning. We put this blue ice on the bottom, and then we're just going to go ahead and make a tunnel surrounded in glass. Not only are these pipes going to give the base a futuristic vibe, but it's also going to be pretty nice to have everything automatically transported into our storage room. All right, check it out. We just installed the item transportation pipe, and just to show you that it works, let's go ahead and throw in my netherite chest piece. Hopefully it works. It'll travel up this tube and then down this tube, and then it should end up in this chest right over here. It is. Boom. Oh, yep. So now that we have the item transportation pipe, we need an automatic item dropper, right? Just so whenever the creepers die, this will suck it up and it'll auto drop it into this. So let's go ahead and put it facing this way. Now, facing out of the back of this hopper, we're going to go ahead and place a comparator down, and that's going to read whenever there's an item in here. Let's go ahead and place an observer facing into that comparator, so whenever this block state changes, this is going to produce a redstone output. Now that redstone output is actually going to go into an upward facing piston, allowing this to push up itself. And then we're going to go ahead and place an observer facing into this glass block, but that's a temporary block. Oh, go ahead and place a piece of redstone dust, and now this should work. So whenever this gets an item in it, it'll just spit it out. And yes, it should spit. I was hoping this was a decent enough space. I don't know, will all of them spit though? Okay, it looks like it's pretty consistent. So what happens if we put a water source right here? Is it going to... Okay, it'll spit it out like this. I think I like that better. Every single one is guaranteed to go in there. And of course, the thing that is going to be filling up this dropper is going to be gunpowder. Now, right next to this automatic item dispenser, we will have the killing chamber for all of the creepers. And it's just going to be a 3x3, just like this. Okay, for aesthetic purposes, I wanted it to be up front and center, so you could see the creepers dying and this actually filtering out all the gunpowder. And as you can see, I did use a lot of glass in this build. I think it'll be really cool if we're just flying around our base and seeing all this stuff working. So now for this 3x3 killing chamber, we're going to need to build a giant glass tower going up into the sky. So what you see right here is actually the collection platform for the creepers. Whenever they drop in this water right here, they will all be funneled down into this drop shaft, which will have lava down there. Oh, I didn't put lava in here for this exact reason. I might fall while building. So out from this collection platform, I want to build 1, 2, 3, 9 blocks out, and we're going to go ahead and do that on every single side. And now we're just gonna make a giant circle. So not only did we build one giant circle, we built 2 giant circles. This bottom one is actually going to be the floor where all the creepers spawn in. So if this is the floor, what do you guys think this is? That's right, it's the ceiling. Good job. So to make this whole farm work, we're gonna need to place trapdoors on this like outer rim, and we just got to do it all the way around. No, wait, you're not supposed to spawn here yet, dude. Come on now, please don't blow up. Oh no. Okay, so after we get these trapdoors down, we are going to place one block, and then we are going to place another block, delete this block, and then this block right here is going to be filled, and this 5x5 iron block slab is going to be where the snowmen sit. But we also have to put trapdoors all along this part as well. We're going to go ahead and place a 3x3 circle of fence, and then on this outer rim, we are just going to place buttons so no mobs spawn here. These buttons kind of act as like a barrier for the creepers and the snowman, which we are going to put right here. And that's only because if the creepers get too close, they will explode on the snowman to try to kill him. So we do want a little bit of a barrier. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and place the snowman in right now. So I'm only going to be doing 2 in this farm. Let's go ahead and do 1, 2? And why not do 3? Let's just go ahead and do 3. Perfect. And they're all right here, and they will end up hitting each other eventually, but it doesn't really matter. Their snowballs don't do any damage, so it's all good. Okay, I do want to clip one of them. Let's do you. Look at that face. You know what? No, we got to do all of them. Who cares? So the next thing we're going to do is grab some carpet. We're going to go 1 block out from this and place a carpet. Go 1, 2 blocks out, place another carpet, 1, 2, and then place another carpet. We basically have to fill this bottom floor up with carpet 2 blocks away from each other. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So the reason for the carpet is because spiders need a 3x3 area in which to spawn in. So this kind of makes it so spiders can't spawn in this farm, because as you could see, there are no 3x3 areas anywhere in here. So even with all these carpets, that still means that skeletons and zombies can spawn, and we're gonna go ahead and take care of that right now. The way we do that is we're gonna go ahead and place trapdoors on every single roof tile you guys see here. And for this, of course, I'm using iron trapdoors because our iron farm right over there is producing way too much iron for me to keep track of. We got to use as much iron in these builds as possible. So the carpets prevent spiders from spawning, and these trapdoors on the ceiling prevent skeletons and zombies from spawning. I think skeletons and zombies need 2 block high, where a creeper need like 1.5 or something like that. So that's perfect for a creeper farm. And believe it or not, this farm is actually almost finished. We just need one more thing, which I totally forgot about. On the edges right here, I want to put tinted glass because I want to be able to see inside of this thing, make sure everything's working properly. So now I'm just going to go ahead and place this all the way around the farm. I'm going to need you, pickaxe. And that is going to block out all the sunlight. So, you know, this spawner can actually become a spawner. Oh, yeah. So we definitely have enough just for this farm. And just like that, it got super, super dark. Oh, you know what? I did not think about this. We're going to have to replace this glass with tinted glass as well. Oh, no. So I've been AFK just testing the farm, and there is something that we desperately need to do. I think for this farm to work, we definitely need more than 1 layer. So we only have 1. I'm not really too sure how many more I want to do, but I guess let's just find out and see. So check out this farm. Every single layer is spawning creepers like mad. I've been here testing it for a little bit over an hour, I would say. And yeah, they just keep on spawning. Oh yeah, check it out. I ended up getting the free cam mod. That's me up there. Definitely helps for content creation, but it is kind of weird just looking at yourself. Huh. Now there are a couple things that I noticed with this farm, like at nighttime it doesn't do that well, and that's because I built it close to the ground, which is totally fine. I didn't want a super overpowered farm anyways. If I was looking for max efficiency, I would have built this way up higher in the sky. But this is kind of how tall I wanted the tower to be, so yeah, this is how tall I built it. I'm also going to take away that tall tower of iron. Alright, let's go check out the chest really quick. Like I said, it's been like a little bit over an hour, or an hour and a half maybe. Ooh, wow. Okay. I mean, as you could see, it's filtering a bunch of gunpowder just passively. Now, one more thing is I had lava down here, but I wasn't really too sure if the lava was burning up the gunpowder, so I went ahead and put some campfires, and this does pretty well. Now, the campfires do their job, but I really don't like this particle effect that is going up the tube like the smoke. I just think it's unneeded right now, and there is a better way to do this. All right, so we are in a random jungle somewhere. I don't really know where we're at, so we're gonna go ahead and just dig all the way down. Oh, we just broke into an underground pool with axolotls. Wait, hold on. Come here, buddy. Come here. Oh, it's our first axolotl. Oh, what I really meant to do is come down here and we are going to spawn a whole bunch of chickens. I'm sorry, baby chickens, but this is for your own good. We're going to get as many as we can. Okay, so I've never really done this before. Hopefully it doesn't destroy my whole world. Okay, now we back up. Okay. Okay, where did he go? Okay. Oh, no. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? So we already have a couple wither roses. So I guess it's a success. I want to get all these before they despawn. Okay, we got to eat. All right, he's in his second phase. Nah, we can do this. This is easy. Oh, come on. Last couple hits. There we go. We got it. So I am back just testing the farm, which is still rocking. I'm still up here chilling. And yeah, it seems to be working. They are dying to the wither roses. Their gunpowder is being automatically dispensed up this tube. It's getting tracked all the way down here into the storage room. Fully automatic automation. I like the wither roses way better than the campfires or the lava because you can actually see the creepers dying, which is Something I live for. But we can't just leave it like this, right? So let's go into a third-person time lapse and finish off this build. Alright gang, well here it is. We ended up spending a couple days focusing on the outer shell of this build. Now I do want to apologize for the time lapse. I'm kind of relearning how to use Litematica. I haven't used it in so many months. But as you guys can see, check this out. We have the entire build finished. Now not too much changed from the tower up there, but as you guys can see, we built off of that, right? We built a whole scientific structure. This building right here is where we're going to be doing all the research on the mob creeper. And I know most of this is built out of stone, just like the iron farm is built out of stone, but there's a reason for that, trust me. All these buildings I'm building out of stone are meant to be the very first structures in this futuristic civilization. And we will be building more buildings out of concrete. As you guys can see, I'm starting to incorporate that in this building. And I think that's just going to tell a story. Whenever we get this whole base build up, you guys will understand what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to explain right now, but all the buildings made out of stone are supposed to be like the first buildings in the civilization. And let me just show you guys something really quick. I did not get to build the interior on camera just because, like I said, I'm like relearning how to use the Litematica mod right now and the replay mod, but check this out. We have a little seating area right here to check out the sunrise, but when I turn around, this is a huge laboratory. Now this thing to the right is supposed to be like a computer screen, right? It's supposed to be a monitor. I just don't really know how to build that very efficiently in Minecraft. So yeah, here it is. And then if you move to the left, these are holding cells. I actually want to get a couple creepers in here, maybe a regular creeper and a charged creeper. And that's why the backs of these are open as well. I'm gonna have to do that pretty soon. I'm not doing it in this episode. That's gonna take way too long. I might do that in between episodes, who knows? And then right here next to the holding cells, I have a couple computers, right? A painting with a pressure plate, and of course we have a mouse right here as well. And then if you move up front and center, this is where we get to see the creepers dying, which you guys know I like. This is exactly how we study the creepers. And as you guys can see right here, everything is out in the open for us. Just like that, we get to actually learn how this farm works and the functionality of it. And as you guys know, I love building my builds like this. There's a bunch still that I need to do on this build. Like, this build is not finished whatsoever, just like how this dome isn't finished and how this iron farm isn't finished. But me getting all of these foundations in is going to help build this whole base. And check it out right here, these orange blocks. This is supposed to be like a numerical code or whatever, signifying each building. I want to put some in this dome, and I also wanted to put some in this iron farm. As you guys can see, we are using orange right here as well. And of course, at the top of this farm, I added a bunch of details, and this detail right here with the iron blocks and the trapdoors, and then this detail right here as well with the smooth stone blocks and then the rails. So these are meant to act like vents or like filtration systems right from the building. And then these rings right here with the chains on them, these are supposed to be like conductors, right? This is kind of what makes the whole thing run. And then this giant redstone block structure right here, this is supposed to be the power source for this farm. Well, that's kind of how I envision it anyways. And of course, we have the standard antennae. But all in all, like I said, it took me a couple days to just kind of decorate this farm and get it to a style that I want to get it to. The style that I'm going for in this futuristic civilization is kind of weird because it's gonna mix like brutalism style in with scientific sci-fi structures, as well as like a dystopian kind of future. I don't really know how to explain it, but hopefully when we get more of this base built, you guys will understand exactly what I'm going for, and I think you will. And I think this building actually kind of goes for what I'm going for. It gives off that futuristic, brutalism, dystopian type vibe, which is exactly, like I said before, is what I'm going for with this whole entire base. And you guys have to understand, we only have 3 buildings in this base. This base is going to get huge. And with the farm portion built and finally the aesthetic portion built, that is going to lead us to the comment of the day. If you guys don't know, just leave a comment and you might get a chance to be featured in this world. Literally, you will be in this book, in this world with me. And this comment from the day is from Lance MC. Lance MC? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. And they wrote, I jumped in my seat when you almost broke that first piece of sand. That was an artifact that was almost lost forever. Great video. I'm loving the pacing. Well, I do appreciate you liking the pacing of these videos. And this was in reference to my last Let's Play episode. We went exploring for suspicious sand and I broke a couple. And this human being made me realize that whenever I break a sus sand, that artifact is literally gone. It is randomly generated in this world, but after that, if I destroy it, there's no getting it back, which made me a little pressured, if I could be honest, because I broke like 4 that episode. So thank you for that comment. You totally changed my mind about how I see those suspicious sand and the whole archaeology system in Minecraft in general, and I really do appreciate your comment for that. But that's gonna do it for the end of this video. If you guys like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment because it will definitely boost my videos in the algorithm. And you know, we're all just trying to please YouTube over here. And if you want to see more farms, more futuristic and brutalist style buildings, go ahead and subscribe because I'd love to see you here in next episode. But until next time, guys, I'm out.